I've never seen such a visceral reaction out of someone in my life. Welcome back to season 2, episode 2 in the slot. We got the same crew. I'm Moobie.
I'm Samele.
And I'm Ray.
And we're here. I can't believe it's already episode 2. What the hell? We did some crazy things this week. Puppy yoga, aka not this week, yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, really yesterday.
It was kind of our first influencer event that we sort of did together.
As
together,
a unit, that was a big deal.
As a unit, but also I can't speak for Ray here, but and for Maddie, but really personally for me, I think that was my first actual influencer event with other people, not Barstool related.
Yeah. The only one I can think of is the Hey Dude one.
But I feel that was through Barstool, so I didn't really It felt different because so many of the Barstool employees were there.
It felt more vulnerable.
Yeah.
We kind of walked in and we were like, we're the Barstool
bitches.
Literally. Yeah.
I mean, but that's the thing. We own our slot.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
We
had a good ass time.
It was really the first time I've met these people in person that I see online all the time. It was a little bit whoa.
Yeah.
One of them lived by me. I was like, okay.
Jump scare.
The puppies are really cute, kind of distracting.
Honestly, if you just
it was
need
a little overstimulating.
Yeah, it was overstimulating.
But it was good.
Yeah. I feel what could have been done could have been yoga in the beginning and then the last 20 when you're just doing a child pose or something, play with the pups. But it was a very zen day.
It was also really awkward because one girl, not to name any names, but she the puppy jumped out of her arms and then literally the puppy started wincing and we all were
running away.
Oh, yes. It was literally then everyone went silent and I was like, well, maybe we should be doing the yoga.
It was so awkward too because she was right in the middle of everyone, so then everyone's head snaps
slowly
and turns around.
Yeah.
I felt bad for her. She was looking around. I was like, damn.
Oh my god! And then the puppy yoga. So it's called Puppy Sphere. Go slots if you want to integrate with some puppies.
Slots.
But there's a guy who works here and he hasn't been here in 3 months, and his girlfriend came up to us and was like, "Hey, I'm Blank's girlfriend. Just want to introduce ourselves." And we were like, "No fucking way."
No way. Now we're networking at.
Now we're networking. And I also wanted to tell her, maybe get your fucking boyfriend to come over.
So how has he been? Because we've
never seen him. Kind of crazy.
Right?
Yeah. I haven't met him.
He's still breathing? Or
also, this crew's going to New Orleans, which I'm excited about.
We are. Oh my god.
I've never been.
So this will be released when we're in New Orleans. So when you're watching this, we're probably going to be on Bourbon Street in the French Quarter doing some crazy shit. We're going to get our first guest in New Orleans.
Yes.
Regardless,
is it confirmed?
I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, I'm just manifesting it for us.
Yeah.
I think it'll go well.
We're going to have our first guest. It's going to be so incredible.
It's elite.
She's going to be our first slot.
Banter's going to be
off the charts.
Off the damn charts.
Through the roof.
I just know.
I'm just excited for New Orleans. It's going to be 70 degrees. The birds are in the full.
I know. So we need to figure out outfits for real.
Yeah.
Pinterest boards. We need some inspo going on.
I like that. Should be low key. I'll coordinate too.
Type shit.
Yeah. So Kelly and I are going to definitely have to wear Twisted Tea football jerseys for our party.
Yeah.
Which you can totally wear if you want.
I mean, I will.
Yeah.
Why not?
It just say Ray on the back.
Yeah.
Right? Or maybe it just say slot. No, slot 1, slot 2, slot 3.
Yeah, that's cute.
Big slot, medium slot, little slot.
Whatever. I'm there for the vibes. I don't
The vibes are going to be through the roof. It's going to be a quick
trip and we're doing a lot of fun things.
You're going to see some
I'm excited.
You're going to see people put back Twisted Tea you've never seen.
They're literally pouring them in people's eyeballs. They're more. I just hope it still stays hype. I feel like
it's going to be so hype because we got the big game coming up. Everyone's going to be.
There you
so
go.
I know
people going to know us, or are they just going to be hype about the game?
We'll feed off the energy. And if they're hype about the game, then guess what? I'm going to be I'm so hype about the game. Then they're going to get hype about me being hype about the game.
Kelly and I just need to work on we get in there and then we're jumping, and then Ben's 30 minutes. We're like, oh, we're still going. He's like, it's been an hour. We're still going. It's been an hour and 30 minutes. We're like, let's get twisted. Twisted Tea is the perfect product for your drinking occasion. Kelly and I love it. We get active with Twisted Tea, and it's the best thing ever. Whether you're hanging out with friends, catching a game at the stadium, or just seeing where the night takes you, it's brewed with real tea 4% ABV, 6 grams of sugar, 110 calories, so you don't get that, hung on the shelf. And it's the best way to go. It's full flavored beer alternative, not at all watered down. Twisted Tea Light has the Twisted Tea flavor you know and love, but with less sugar and calories. And it's a perfect alcohol/beverage to keep the good times going all year long. So get twisted with Twisted Tea Light. And Ray's birthday's coming up.
Yes, it is.
So when this airs, it already happened, but
20, yeah, pretty much 26.
26. We're talking about aging, and we're saying that.
Yeah.
I think aging is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Well, you didn't say that.
No.
So you're a fucking phony. Oh, sorry. I gotta stop cursing.
Freaking phony. No, well,
Effing
at first I
phony.
was like, it's a little scary. But then I was like, I've heard that with every year you get older, it comes more lessons you learn and more acceptability to yourself.
Yeah, I'm cool with getting older.
I just feel like I realized that it's cool to be to take it slow, to be slowed down. It's like a year is fucking effing long.
Yeah.
A year is long, and these 20s, we got a lot of time to figure a lot of stuff out.
Sorry,
No,
go
you
ahead.
go.
My 20s, I was gonna say, was just so insane.
Yeah.
Just literally one thing after another. I didn't give myself a break. I could have.
Yeah.
But I fully just
Go.
would just pick the violence and the chaos every single time.
So now do you think you're climbing out of the chaos?
Oh
a
yeah.
little?
Yeah.
My 30s, or
Well,
I
you're
guess,
26.
and yeah, well,
So you still
I'm
have 4
saying,
years.
I'm saying coming out of my, what's the
Degenerate
vortex
era.
of
Yes.
beginning from, even from, I don't even know, 18 to
out of the chaos. Yeah.
20, now 25. Okay, yeah, 26. Now I'm just kind of I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is.
Like
18 to 25, you're kind of
pushing
and
boundaries.
then I'm 21, and I'm
I was
free,
not,
and blah, blah.
I was crazy.
Yeah, you make some weird decisions, and then you get out of it, and you're like, wait, I'm seeing the light again.
Yeah. Or I'm also just learning that some of those crazy decisions I have made, it's okay. The world's still
Totally.
freaking
Also,
spinning.
COVID was a huge
Crazy.
setback of
Which-
what am I doing
Bird
in my
flu,
life?
by the way. Bird flu.
That's right. We
Yes.
wanted to talk about this.
Well, yeah, but let's finish our story about aging, unless we have anything more else.
Pretty
to say.
much, I'm cool with aging. I'm I was a little scared of the wrinkles and shit like that, but
Yeah. Well, do you have Botox?
no, never.
Me either.
Well, let's all
Me
do
either.
our forehead
Treat
wrinkles.
it.
See who the source. Mine.
I have 11.
I have puppy lines right here. People have told me on live one day they were like, "You look 36."
Yeah, I've been getting comments like that recently too,
Crazy.
aging is your worst nightmare.
I
I'm
just,
what?
I get comments you have 2 more years on camera. I'm like, all right.
Here's the thing, because here's what we pride ourselves on: storytelling. We're all great storytellers.
Yeah.
And I think to tell a good story and to be, into it, you got to be able to show your facial expressions. Half of my videos pop off is because making my crazy face, and literally I could not be. Imagine if I was telling a story and it was just chicken Caesar salad. It wouldn't work.
See, I don't like when I see my face get wrinkly. It kind of bothers me a lot.
Well,
I feel I just need to use facial expressions because
Yeah.
sometimes I have a hard time expressing how I feel and
Oh, I don't.
or I don't even and that just shows.
Yeah.
some people, my sister, I was talking to her about my forehead wrinkles, and she trained herself not to
Yeah, my
express
mom,
with
my mom
that.
talks
I'm
about
like,
that.
How I
Okay.
My
tried.
mom used to. Sorry, not to cut
No,
you
you're
off.
fine.
My mom is so crazy about her,
Expressive.
her face. No, but she'll get her treatments done,
Oh, love
peels
that.
And that way,
or
yes.
chemical or whatever
Yeah,
the hell
yeah.
it is. And she, growing up, all I saw my mom in the mirror, she'd be like, "Ray, go like this." In the mirror,
to
and
tighten the-
no, seriously, she would. It was constant. She's like, "Look at the new exercise I learned."
Oh my god!
And then I'd pass the bathroom, and she'd be in the bathroom by herself, butt naked, just in the mirror.
Wait, you had a naked mom?
Oh yeah.
I love that. I think that builds
still.
character.
Still.
No, not my parents.
I'm like, "Ma, first of all, the neighbors know who I am." They're like, "Ray, huh? And you think it's okay to go outside naked?"
I think on one of your TikToks, you're like, "Mom, put a robe on."
Literally. Well, and the trees are cut down. They cut the trees down
Oh,
all in
no.
the backyard. I'm like,
and
we
you got
have
windows open, family?
No, Oh, everybody sees.
Yeah.
The kids. I'm like, this is crazy.
They're like, there she is.
She's swimming
again,
in the pool
Johnny.
naked constantly.
She's taken away in a
That's
sense.
like my dad. Or wait,
What?
not in a weird
Cut
Wait,
that.
yeah, cut that. No, my mom, because they're empty nesters, so my mom will say that sometimes my dad, in the summer, she's like, "Oh, where's I mean, actually, you'll probably have to count this, but it's just funny to say.
Yeah. To each their own.
She will be like, "Where's Matt?" Like, I don't even know. She'll look outside. He's just like naked in the pool because we also live on like 25 acres, so like no one sees.
That literally is to the point of aging. Like, I feel like they don't give an F,
No, they
so
don't
they're
care.
like,
Right.
let me go.
Yeah.
Saunter outside naked because I can.
Yeah.
He
And
can.
this is my
That's my
pool
mom
and
on
my
the lounge
property.
chair.
Yeah.
And we have an
time.
outdoor shower. He gets
too.
in that naked.
I can't say my
like-
parents practice that, the nudity, but I commend it. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
I personally, I'm the person who does it. My mom's always like, Kelly, like, people are
See,
walking
yeah,
by,
I'm
like,
like
put
that
down the
too.
shade.
I feel like
and
we're
I'm
all
like,
comfortable.
I have
like,
no curtains in my
No.
apartment. I
Yeah.
fully see
Low
everybody's
key,
lives
yes.
across, and I walk around.
And I
naked.
like it.
I don't
I like
care.
people watching. A huge people
Me
watching.
too.
Yeah.
Or like I'll be like putting on my lotion after a shower, and then the Uber Eats come. I'm like in a robe getting the Uber Eats, and then I take the robe off and getting the Bachelor naked. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that's
Also,
like
too, like,
Bachelor naked.
Guys, is this like a weird kink?
the hell?
Like, does this make me
Is that
sound
what we did
Bachelor
last
naked.
night?
I watched it naked. Holy.
She wants
Tits
to see the
out,
live
everything.
yeah.
I'm like, this guy's hot.
It's like
Wait, on the white couch?
No, I wasn't actually naked, but I was like trying to find the channel.
Naked.
Yeah.
I
Right.
like kind of like the thrill of like getting changed and like it was someone gonna walk by and then I have to be like or like cover up. Like I don't do it for that, but like is that weird kink? Does that make me seem like kinky?
Is
No.
that a kink? I don't
wait,
think
wait.
it's a kink.
I'm sorry. I like totally tuned out for a
Like I
second.
kind of think that it's like a thriller. Like
Oh, yes,
being,
correct.
I don't
naked
think it's a
changing.
sexual kink at all.
Okay, cool.
You're
I
like, is
think
that a weird kink?
What, to have somebody want to watch you be naked?
like,
But she's saying she wants someone to walk in on
No,
her.
no, I don't want that. I don't want
The
that. but I'm
scaffold
saying that,
guy
like,
saw
the
me one
thought
day.
that like someone can, I think is like.
I
I'm like,
I think
oh.
that's a sexual
You
kink.
think that's a sexual?
I absolutely do.
I don't even know
Let
what
her
to
live
say.
out her dreams.
Oh, yeah, I'm not yucking the yum. I just don't know if that's a sexual kink.
I think it's a little like,
Maybe it's just
ooh.
like a thrill. Yeah, like sometimes like I'm like, I don't know. But in my house, in my apartment right now, it's a lot because I live with my parents and my brother, and our doors are glass too.
Right.
So it's not even a window thing. It's like, I mean,
Wait,
with
you
my
live in an apartment?
yes, I live in an apartment. It's 2 rooms, 1 house. I just moved out of my family home this
childhood
past
home.
year,
Oh.
and we moved into an apartment like the town
Ah.
over, just a little downsides, you
Oh,
know.
cute.
And it's like so cute though because
love
that's another
that.
thing with aging. Like my parents like just did this for themselves.
Yeah,
and, like,
Is it
love
like a
that.
condo or like a...
no.
Townhouse?
It's like no, it's like a literal apartment. Like I live it. It's like
It's in, like,
there's,
a complex.
It
multiple
looks like a house from your
buildings.
videos.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It
Like,
looks
they-
gorgeous.
They like chose everything for themselves. Like this was like an investment for themselves.
I
Like
love
they're
it.
gonna like
Love.
sit here. Like it's so nice. It's like right on the water.
I know, I
like,
saw that.
They
Gorgeous.
like love it. So like I'm really happy for them.
Good.
But our doors we got to work on because it's all glass doors. So you know I'm like
Yeah.
trying to get changed. I'm like, Dad, like
Yeah.
you have to stay in the kitchen and make the meatloaf. Like
Right.
don't walk over here right now.
Meanwhile, my dad's like,
Right.
I feel like he'll catch like, okay, well, I keep bringing up my dad and like me being naked. No, but he'll be like, oh, I wiped your butt. You know what I mean? Like they don't.
Yeah,
my mom and
yeah,
dad don't
yeah.
give a shit.
Right, right. I see what you're saying.
But to Kelly's point about parents kind of living for themselves when you get older, that's a beautiful thing about getting older. It's like my parents did the same thing. My senior year of high school, they're like, we're gonna buy a Christmas tree farm and buy this for
Right.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we want to fix it up. We
Yeah.
want to do this when we retire. And they're like, we're gonna die on this Christmas tree farm. Like
Yeah.
we love it, and it ripped
gonna
my heart
die
out.
on this Christmas
I
tree
literally
farm.
cried every night at dinner. I was like,
If it's the last thing I do, I'm dying on a Christmas tree.
And like it was the best decision ever because now I love it and it's so amazing. But in the moment as a high
Yeah.
schooler, I was like, I hate you. This is terrible.
No.
Right.
But it's
I was
so
totally
fun.
the same way. I like and like now looking back, I'm like it's not all about
It's
you,
not all-
Cal.
yeah.
It's not all about you.
Plus
Yeah.
now they have no like
Yeah.
kids at home. Like how freeing that is.
Yeah.
Like my dad's literally like, we did it. Like they're all out in the real world. My mom and dad, they're like, huh.
Yeah,
That's
I feel
great.
like your family's like a good unit, like a solid unit.
they are. They
I,
are
like,
like
get-
a
I get that
solid
energy.
We're
unit.
tight.
Yeah.
We are tight. Schrader team. We call ourselves Schrader
Jealous.
team.
Yeah, I mean this in a complimentary way. It's like especially because they're all so tall too. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
you
a
guys
cult.
are, yeah,
like
literally.
but like in the
type
cool,
shit. Like literally,
but
you
it's
guys got a
cool.
cult going
It's
on.
cool too because it's like
know what?
also because I feel like you guys are so close with like significant others as well. So it's like this whole movement. Like when you guys would come in for game day, like their family, like it was just
Yeah.
like the camaraderie was all there. Like the band
They
was
would always
on
like
and like
stand on the like my parents are kind of like not like antisocial, but they would rather like stand on the side with the dogs and like
because they had their
They
unit
had
at
their
home.
They had their group.
Yeah.
They didn't need to
exactly.
have
They're
outside
over there with the dogs.
validation.
Yes,
yeah,
like
they don't even there and we do have addition to your cult, kind of what you were saying, we do have like the sibling sleepover and the Christmas tree farm weekend. Like we sort of have.
No, it's
things.
it's
everything
cute,
I've
though.
ever wanted.
It's a cute cult. It's a cute
You should
cult.
join. You should join the sibling sleepover.
please.
Join this. Let's get it on the Schrader cult.
I'm always trying to get adopted.
You might have to
by
get stilts
some
on though
family.
to be a part of that. You might have to wear some
Yeah,
stilts. To
I
be a
will
part
not
of that.
look like a part of
because
it.
they are all.
You will
Maddie,
know I'm
are you the
adopted.
shortest sister?
No, Serena.
Oh,
is.
Sabrina is. How tall
Well,
is
we're like
Sabrina?
the same.
Yeah.
Like I would say I'm 5'10". She's probably like 5'9" and a half.
And
My
Ryan's-
sister's 6
That's
foot.
so crazy.
Yeah.
My dad's 6'4".
Whole bunch of models in
Your
that
dad is
house.
6'4".
My mom's like 5'10" too, but she's
Yeah.
shrinking. Yeah. My brother's
That's
6'3".
crazy.
Crazy.
That is crazy. I have kind of a tall family. My dad's 6'2", but he's like, I'm 6'4" with my hair. But that thing's shrinking a little bit. And you know what? I'm not going to go through all the heights, but yeah, kind of tall
That's
too.
it. So Kelly, you had a crazy weekend too. That
I
you said you were
did.
humbled.
Okay, so let me tell you, but this is I'm on a boy hiatus right now because I got mad humbled this weekend. So basically, I'm out with a couple of my single friends, and we're like, let's go up to a guy. Like I'm gonna flirt, and like I'm building up the courage over there to go like find a guy and like flirt with him, and I'm all excited. I'm like, I got this. Like, what's the worst that could happen? He says no. Then I'm in the same position I started. I didn't think that was gonna happen, and then I actually walk over there to say guy, and he's watching like a Penn State basketball game. And it wasn't even like that intense of a game, and he's like kind of locked in, but like I didn't think it was a big deal. Whatever. I tap him on the shoulder, and I'm like doing this like cute little like smirk, like like not like I was
her
trying
little
to be nice,
rom-com.
but yeah,
Literally,
moments.
every story is like,
Yes.
and then I closed the book and looked up and saw him.
And I'm like thinking to be this like meet cute, and I'm like, tap him, and he turns around, and he's like, did you just touch me? I'm like literally in that moment, I'm like, yes, I did.
I would die.
I literally was like, I did touch you.
And what, like,
Or
yeah.
like, and like he was like, okay, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then I
sorry.
literally walked away.
Sounds like he needs a
I
fucking
saw
ego
some
check.
shots.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, at least he was honest. At least he didn't he was like, you know what? I'm not gonna entertain this conversation because
Maybe he had a girlfriend and was like,
Yeah.
did you just fucking touch me?
that's the worst too. Is like, I saw this other guy this weekend. This was another time I got humbled, but it was this guy from my high school, and he was the year above me. He didn't go to my high school, but he's from my town. And very attractive, like the whole family.
Yeah.
And like I never even talked to him once in high school. Then I see him at the bar this weekend, literally probably like an hour after this little shtick happened. And me and my friend like go up to go talk to him, but like when I'm excited to go talk to him, I don't know if you guys do this, like I feel like I bark at them, like I'm attacking, like I feel like I'm so
I don't
excited.
go up to men.
Like,
I can't.
maybe I should take a page out of
I
that.
try to
book.
take the cool, like the chill route. I'm like, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I should.
I don't talk to them. Like, I get worked up.
Yeah, I'm
get
hoping
worked
this
up.
will happen to me after 25. Maybe I'll get these realizations. But right
No,
now, I'm
I
in
think
the
it's a
barking
great
era.
quality to
actually
have. Yeah,
Literally go honestly.
For those who like
Literally, I'm not even kidding it. I'm like, hey, do you want to get this? Or you're like way too much energy. In
it's
someone's
like
face.
the dog from
Yeah.
Up.
But
Yes.
he was a little more nonchalant with his like delivery of
Yeah.
like he was just like he was like yeah like like me and my girlfriend are having a good time, but there was definitely emphasis on the word,
Ew.
but like
Okay,
was like,
respect.
alright.
I
Also,
mean,
You
too,
didn't
I was
have
like,
to go
yeah.
girlfriend. Like,
Yeah.
it's so
But
well,
also
you know what? But we would want our man to
Yeah.
be the same.
True.
True.
So-
True. Valid.
I
valid.
respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it.
I respect it. I'm not even like, I'm humbled in the sense of like, damn, like I thought that was gonna be a little easier.
Right.
But,
You're
like,
like, Hey, at least you have the
okay,
balls to do it.
yeah.
I've never had the balls to do
I'm
that.
like, just
To go up?
that was the first time.
Never
and
have
then,
done that in my life.
Then I have to show you this picture, but so then I end up not with any of those guys that I attempted to hang out with, and I end up in this different scenario with a different guy.
3 guys
And-
one weekend?
Yeah.
Holla.
Oh, you know
Damn.
me. You know me. I've just put all this stuff.
She
But
raking it in.
this
also,
guy.
I would assume that when I would go up to people, like they probably know who you are. Yeah. Wow. With the Kelly, it looks, you know how you have that black dot on your
I'm like,
screen? Kelly, looks like your
Looks like
eyeballs.
Coraline.
It looks like your eyes.
Looks like your
Wow.
God's playing.
Like I'm not like this is so. This
What is on your head?
a wig, his wig. So
What?
I get rejected from the 2 guys. I think it's cute. You know, I go find the man in the wig, and I'm like,
Billy
that's
Ray.
it. Like I'm bullshitting this night now. Like
Yeah.
I'm not taking shit seriously
Right.
anymore. Go out, get that wig on. I didn't take it off the whole night. Look, should have asked. You got lice?
Yeah, I was
No.
probably sweaty as hell.
I didn't.
You got lice.
Yeah. Then I'm like buying everyone shots. Like I make $1 billion, and
That's the worst.
but you know what? Great memories.
Yeah.
Great memories for the
Yeah.
chaos for the early
Sometimes
20s.
you have to do for the plot.
Gosh.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the way to
or
go.
just for learning. Like,
For
nah,
yeah.
yeah.
What not to do.
What not to do.
No, live your life.
Yeah.
Who cares?
You wake up and everyone's
F 'em all.
Yeah,
Like,
you know-
everyone's drunk.
Yeah,
Everyone's drunk.
exactly.
That's
Besides me, haha, I'll remember everything.
True. That's how we would reassure ourselves in college. We'd wake up and be like, okay, everyone I think was hammered. I think
Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
fine.
Also, I feel like it's like
That's the only reassuring thing about it.
also like you like think about like I think about how many times like the next morning like I wake up and I'm like thinking about myself and my actions like
Yeah.
not everyone else's. So I'm
No.
always like
Nobody
Wait,
cares.
speaking of, I don't know if you want to talk about this, but at the influencer event, when we did puppy, I mean, it wasn't really, we keep saying event, but it was like more like a hangout. Puppy yoga.
a kickback.
Ray was like, last time I saw all these people, I was hammered.
Oh yeah.
It was just so funny.
We could we could talk about
Yeah.
it.
Okay, well, what if you were like, don't fucking bring that up?
Not, yeah, I'm gonna go run to the bar after this because we're bringing up my trauma with drinking.
She's like, and you were
Yeah.
I was cracking up because I remember on TikTok, like the next day, you were like,
Waste.
this is why I'm not drinking.
No,
because
I had like a whole sit down. It was like very
That's
serious.
the
I'm like,
worst.
I'm
She
not
said that
drinking
she, like,
again.
she's like, so who'd you vote for? And they're all like hammered at like.
Yeah, I was asking people. Actually, no, that was a different time.
Oh, sorry.
Stop fucking up my stories.
you explained that.
Oh yeah, I was just hammered when I went to the white. I was a +1, and then I think I told you. What did I talk about this?
That was a
Wait.
tooth gem night.
Yes,
Oh,
I still
yeah.
have it. by
Still
the way.
there.
where
Where
are
is
you
it?
going with the white? You were at the White House, Hammer?
White
Fox.
Fox.
Oh, White Fox.
White
Okay.
House.
Yeah. I'm like,
Guys, I think you would know if I was at the White House getting hammered.
Cool.
Hello.
Hello.
White
House.
But yeah, literally
hammered.
the last time that I went around those girls I was completely like almost blacked out. You know, neither here or there, but yeah, so that was it. There was
Yeah.
really nothing else to that. I was just
So
like,
you
all
don't
right,
remember.
around them sober.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool.
Now
Like,
you're
what
like-
now?
You're like,
You're
I
like-
thought you were the man, but you're fucking not.
Yeah, I ended up in gospel. Remember? Did I talk about
Yes,
this?
that's like a really
Spent-
intense club.
I was like, yeah, let's go. Like, I
No,
want to
I
go.
never heard of this.
I went there for 20 minutes, had a tequila soda, half
Uh-huh.
of it, maybe like 2 sips,
Yeah.
and $100. Like I had to pay because it was a $500 cover.
That's insane.
So I paid $100 to go in for 20 minutes and drink 2 sips of this
That's
mediocre tequila soda.
That's the worst.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That's like a punch to the gut, step to the
Wait, what
heart.
day is? Okay, so it'll be November 8th, I think was the last time I drank. So
So-
it'll be 3 months?
Yay.
Yay.
Next week.
3 months sober. Soon.
That's huge.
proud
Thanks,
of you.
guys.
That's really awesome.
60
Seriously.
days, right? Is that 60
Do you
days?
feel like genuinely
You
like
know, I like didn't drink really a lot starting to get older anyway,
Yeah.
so I love being sober.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with like
but it
being
wasn't
sober.
like a big like all of a
We
sudden you're like
transition.
I have like
When I like relapsed like I was 9 months sober, and then
Yeah.
when I went back this time,
mhm.
it felt it was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like a little jar, and
What
you wake
the
up.
hell
and
that's
am I
the epiphany, the
doing?
25-year-old
Exactly.
brain
Like
finishing.
it was like, all right, go try it out one more time. You'll see. It's
Yeah,
gonna
and
be
then
the
it was
same
like-
stuff over and over again. And I liked my red wine at dinner. Like that was like my thing, and I loved having my red wine. But I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I actually don't miss it at all.
And I think that's a
I
big
love
thing
that for
with
you.
our like I feel like I don't know if our generation like I feel like I started drinking really early in my life.
I was 14.
Yeah. So like we almost and in college we went really hard. Like I feel like we just did
COVID
a
happened,
lot.
and it was just like,
Co-
what
I was
else could you
21 in
drink?
COVID.
Drinking in our basement. Like
I
I
was
feel like
out
all of
of
a sudden the whole world discovered an Aperol spritz too, and it was like spritz, spritz, spritz,
I was
spritz.
the most crazy form of myself during COVID. I was 21. I was doing things that, you know,
Doing things.
whatever, you know, you get the deal.
Yeah.
But that was like the
Out of the sun.
crazy, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Craziest summer of my entire life. Like,
And see,
At
like you went so
COVID.
hard, and then you get to 25, and you're like, I kind of did all the.
I did everything.
Yeah.
I've been doing it since I'm 16.
Yeah.
I'd
Plus,
be-
waking up hungover, you're like, I never want to feel like this again.
I would be hungover for a week.
And they've
Yeah.
been getting worse. They've been getting worse. Like
And-
as
and
I've
it
been
gets
getting older,
worse.
it's genuinely. I'm like, how did I bounce back? That's another thing. If hangovers didn't exist, like, I actually think I'd be invincible. I'm not even.
that's
I
the
mean, the
point.
whole world, but
Yeah.
like,
Alcohol is poison.
Literally terrible.
Period. Period. Point blank. It's poison.
It's terrible for you.
It's terrible for you.
It does nothing but cause you issues.
You have your time. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Have fun. I did it. But it's at the end of the day, like in Islam, the religion,
Okay, Gandhi.
well, no, seriously, like they don't. If you follow it and you practice, like they don't drink alcohol because the way I forget how you pronounce it, but whatever. It means like spirits. and you
Demons.
you pretty much like it's not you. It's like a spirit coming through when you get drunk.
Yes, that's
And
like
it's
when
like-
you're
that's
fighting
why-
That's
demons.
exactly how I would
It's when it's
describe how I feel
frowned
when I go
upon.
out.
I'm
A whole
serious.
spirit
It's-
takes over me.
It's true.
Yeah,
Because
I
you
believe
do
it.
things that you wouldn't do
Yeah.
sober, most
Yes.
likely.
The fear,
It's
the
fucked up.
filter.
Exactly. You're a totally
What would
different
that
person.
sound? Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
that's my
maybe
rant.
maybe we should take a chapter out of Inner Excellence
Yeah.
to get. I'm like, is anybody an Eagles fan that gets this reference listening? Listening, it's the Inner Excellence book, okay? It says, train your mind for extraordinary performance and the best possible life. And I had to explain the meaning of this book to Ray 4 times. Voice memo, text.
Fancy.
She literally was, our sweet Devin got this because the Birds are playing in a big game, and they, a good player on their team, AJ Brown, like read this on the sideline when they were like winning, and Ray actually had no clue.
I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, but
That he
but I
was
get it
reading on the
now.
sideline, or
Right.
just like why he would read this.
I have a processing issue. I told you guys this. I
Yeah.
used to go to the special room.
Yeah.
Thank you.
no, like he would like he like made a big play, and then it was the other team's ball, and on the sideline it panned to him, and he's like reading this book like on the sideline.
Oh, that's elite.
I know, and it's like let's
That's
open
the
up
guy
to-
who he's got it figured out over there.
I'm like posing for a shot. Like Devin takes a picture.
It's not
Get my
about
jawline.
it's not about what you deserve. It's about what you believe, and I believe in love. Wonder Woman.
We don't have
believe that we
power
will
because we
win.
are constantly reacting to the outer world. You are either consciously creating your life or you are reacting to it.
Oh shit.
I have one.
I know.
Good and evil and all things beautiful. Love is our greatest need. Rejection is our greatest fear. We spend our lives seeking love and avoiding rejection.
Wow, true.
Guys, I feel like that's just what I talked about with going out.
And you're like,
Exactly.
fuck.
Yeah.
all
All
I
right,
needed.
let's go.
That's all I
And
needed
you know
to hear
what?
today.
I hear that. I'm like, not even gonna ever fear rejection again.
So sorry.
Rejection is
Done.
just redirection, people.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
what it is.
100%.
It is.
Talk about new directions. Skinny jeans are in due to our good friend Alix Earle.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about
Not
it?
feeling
Is she
it.
the one who brought it back?
Well, she made a skinny jean with the company Frame.
Oh.
love
So
that brand.
it's called like the Alix jean.
Yeah.
And it's a skinny jean. Skinny jean.
I think I was wearing skinny jeans prior to that, but you know.
Okay.
I
So
was
you put it on
literally,
the-
I'm not even kidding you. Like, I'm gonna be a hater on this. Like, I don't. It's not that I think that people look bad in skinny jeans.
Yeah.
I'm in the whole comfort. Like, I like being
Yeah,
comfortable.
totally. I
So
hate
I
being
like the baggy
restricted.
jeans. Yeah. And I
Correct.
was nervous when this was gonna come back. But then I was like telling myself, like, keep an open mindset because I was nervous for low rise to come back. But then low rise
Love
came
low
back and
rise.
I love it. And I realized it's so
Best.
much more comfortable to sit and everything.
Love, yep.
So I'm not gonna like hate on it.
No.
But
the thing is,
I'm
is
not
like-
in the
Also, if you're
supportive mode.
tall, like if you're tall and skinny and
Yeah.
you know, you
skinny
look like
jeans. My thing is like, I saw this take on TikTok. It's like we're saying skinny jeans are back, but like everybody who's wearing them is covering them up to here with knee-high boots. Like they
Yeah.
look good with knee-high
Right.
boots.
Yeah.
So until someone pops out in a skinny jean with a fucking sneaker,
Thank you so much.
then like that's when I think
then
that's
it's just
exactly
a
it.
niche.
I mean, it's a style.
outfit.
Like skinny, you could also wear like I have these skinny bootleg jeans that I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
And
are
you-
kind of skinny bootleg
Yeah,
jeans.
and you could wear them with knee-high boots. Like
Right.
it's still someone's wearing Air Force Ones and skinny jeans. I don't know if they're fully back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Good way to put it.
crawling back in.
Yeah.
I like that stance.
Yeah, and also
They're
like
inching.
I literally remember like when I had Vine. I think I like literally made a Vine about this.
I love Vine.
Like taking off my skinny jeans and like the ankle was always tighter than the waist, and you're like ripping it off your ankle. Oh my god, it was the worst.
Imagine doing that after a couple drinks.
Yeah,
I've never.
Yeah.
I stopped wearing skinny jeans while I was before drinking.
Really?
Yeah. Because I
Wow.
think skinny jeans stopped like sophomore year of my high school. I didn't wear skinny jeans till that.
The only thing
after
I like,
that.
I like
Oh.
skinny jeans because they make your butt look good. Like they just look
Yeah.
like it looks like you're wearing leggings. Like it's
Yeah.
literally like, but
I just
They
I
do get
hate
annoying.
the suction of them. It's
Yeah.
very annoying.
Well, also too, I just feel like I bought so many baggy jeans this past year, and now it's like
are people wearing leggings anymore?
I'm not a big or like leggings like this.
Like that's different.
that's
like,
a yoga pant.
But
yeah.
like leggings, because
Like
I think I
straight
look
down
like
such
trash. Like I
yeah.
look like a little trash.
I
bag.
haven't been, but when I do, is if I wear like a little high sock with it. Wow, pasty ass angle. But if I wear like a little high sock with it and like a sneaker, like an
Okay.
Yeah, like
that's
what we-
only
we
what
wear-
it's
Oh,
puppy
that's
yoga.
that's different.
yeah, yeah.
I'm saying like black leggings and like
oh,
like
like
a
a
sweatshirt.
sweater.
well, that's another thing. If your ankle's showing with sneakers, then that's like a big statement.
with low cut socks and sneakers. Are we wearing that still?
I think that's cute. I mean, to each their own. Leggings, I feel like are so hard to really fully go.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Honestly, a lot of me for when I pick out my clothes is my feeling in that exact moment.
Right.
Like sometimes I think leggings look great on, and then sometimes I'm like,
I agree.
Get them off your body.
Sometimes
think
it
it
gets so
depends.
itchy too. Remember when you'd used to sit in school? This would happen to you all the time in leggings, and like the school chairs would be really. They make your butt really
Yeah.
itchy, and then you're like,
Yeah, I
Maybe
can't
you
even.
just
I can't
didn't
wear
wipe?
leggings in.
no. It was literally about. It was my cheeks,
Oh.
Let's start there.
not my butthole.
It was the out. It was
You
out.
forgot to wipe.
It was the outer.
The out. Wait, but I can't even wear leggings on. I don't wear leggings on flights because I get the legging itch too.
Yeah.
I never really wore leggings.
call it the
I
legging
hate them
itch.
so much.
Yeah, you said that in your video. That was your only workout set you own.
Correct.
Yeah, which was so cute, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, I loved it.
I loved
you.
it. I love that color.
The butter collection and Aritzia.
It's so soft. I
Yeah.
love the butter collection.
Yes, that's a good one. I gotta
Wait.
get more.
I meant to bring this up when we were talking about sobriety, but have you seen this girl, this woman on TikTok, talk about how she traveled Route 66, like in full blown alcoholism, and like she like is explaining this story about how she traveled from like Indiana to California, which is like Route 66 is this like really long highway that's
Yeah.
like kind of treacherous.
Right.
And she
I have
was
no
like
idea what
sleeping in
you're
her
talking
car doing these crazy things, and then lived in California for 9 months, and she's just like telling all of her crazy stories, and she's like blowing up right now.
Oh.
She'll probably pop up on your feed, but I feel like you'd like her.
Send it to me.
She's cool.
I'd love to see.
You
And
think
she's
I like
Blowing
her?
up. What does she
Yeah, I
got
think you'd
going
like
on?
her. She's. I just feel like Ray might maybe. I mean, I'm not relate, but I was like watching her videos in between the Bachelor commercials because I
Oh.
was like so
You
intrigued.
should have sent me them.
The Batch.
You're a deep diver.
Yeah, I like to
You
find
are.
when it's like part 8, I'll go back to part 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have time for that.
Well, these two didn't watch The Bachelor, and I fully told them to. So what the
I
I
heck?
don't have
going-
cable.
I just didn't finish it. I'm going to watch it. But the Knicks game was like insane last night. Like I couldn't.
What happened?
It was just like the most high-paced game of all time. Like it was John Morant, Memphis versus the Knicks, and like it was just back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Like people were slamming
won?
and like the Knicks.
Nice.
They were up like the whole time consistently, but it was like okay, 20-point lead, and then it was like a 5-point lead, and then 20-point lead,
Yeah.
5. So it just like was a game of catch up the whole
Are you
time.
guys both Knicks fans?
No, I like the Sixers.
She's all Philly in that area.
Yeah.
I'm all New York.
Except our team kind of sucks this year.
I wanted to pay attention more to the Knicks this year. I have been doing.
But they played for
Okay.
so long.
Yeah.
So like you can always dial in.
Yeah,
I'm like you
exactly.
could dial in to
Tap
The
back in
Bachelor.
later.
But the
Yeah.
women on The Bachelor this season are freaking beautiful,
Oh,
and I
hell yeah.
loved who he.
Picks. We don't
Gave
tell
to-
because I
gave the
definitely am
rose
gonna
to.
watch. But I said I want to make a bracket for it.
I told her that's a lot of energy into something, especially if you didn't watch it on the first night. Clearly not invested. Clearly not.
I have a lot of
invested.
ideas. I do. So
Well,
do you
I'm invested in the bird flu.
yeah, you are invested in that
Yeah,
bird
what
flu.
is
It
going
was on
with
the
that?
news.
What is
Yes.
happening?
I
Is
saw a
this-
TikTok that we should be not worried about it, but like
Well, I saw
alerted.
What does that
They-
even mean?
on Long Island there was a farm where they had to kill 100,000 ducks
Yeah.
this past week because one duck was infected with the bird flu and they all got it. Basically, it's like they just found, because once you said you were into the bird flu, I started like doing some research, and basically the strain, they just found a really like niche part of this bird flu strain in California. They just had their first case in a person.
It like mutated. So it
Yeah.
went from like just birds to like, oh, now it's in a cow and now it's here in livestock and all these farms in like, I think it was like 20 states in the US,
Yeah.
and then it mutated again and it got into a human. The human was above 65 and had underlying health conditions. So
Yeah.
like that is
Yeah.
what happened.
Usual.
But still, like, if it keeps mutating, they said, and gets in like 2 humans, and then that's how it all. I mean,
I think
if
they
the
said that
second
there's-
pandemic happened,
Yeah.
we would be living in like the most insane time period.
Yeah.
Our time period in general has
I'm-
already been insane.
Same.
I've given up.
It's gonna be in the books.
I'm out. Like, really? I'm out to Europe. I'm not doing this
Yeah.
anymore. I'm not.
It kind of freaks me out, like thinking about like
I-
my future kids are gonna be like reading back and like talking about this stuff. And I'm gonna be like,
Listen, if I got to start podcasting in Europe on Zoom with you guys, just,
Is that where you would go, Europe?
Yeah.
Where?
Probably.
Italy.
Italy.
Do that again.
Italy.
Try it one more time.
Italian.
What is
I don't know.
that? Is
I was
that
just trying to
Irish?
do, like, nay.
Italy.
Italy. I don't know.
I don't know. Probably
Italia.
somewhere in Europe. Somewhere where I can have my children
that.
grow up without having to worry about school shooters
Mm-hmm.
because it's every other day with a school shooter.
sad.
I can't do it. I really can't do it anymore. I'm gonna
It is
crash out.
insane. Yeah, it's insane.
Well,
so
hopefully
I'll
bird
be
flu
out.
doesn't get us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, have you guys been like really sick? I mean, not this year, but I guess I haven't.
I've known people
No,
who
but I
were really sick.
and I feel like a lot of people
Neurovirus.
are really sick right now. Like I feel like I've like
What does
so
that
many of
mean?
my friends like offices like they're
Hypochondriac.
Like, I'm getting
like,
hot.
but like they're like all like everyone's out from the offices this week, but with strep. a lot of people have strep and like
Is
the
that the
regular
first
flu,
sign?
not the bird flu.
No, that's not a sign of bird flu.
No.
That's
What
just-
can you tell me what
Bird
the,
flu, you can only get it right now, like they're saying directly through a bird. So like eggs. So like that's why eggs are
so
like
are we-
$15
No, other
for
are
a
we-
week.
animals too. It's in
bedding
cows.
down with
cows.
birds? What are we doing? Why is this coming in
don't.
contact with a bird?
It's because it mutated from the birds. Oh, here we go.
Hold on, I
Mild
can't
signs
focus.
and symptoms of the bird flu: eye redness, mild fever, cough,
I
sore
mean,
throat.
it's
First
like
of all,
it's like
what
every.
the what's so vague? What
It's
is
so
that?
vague, yeah.
I know.
Common cold.
It's literally a comical.
What's the difference between
They're
a
just-
common
they're
cold
just
and the bird flu?
They're just trying to get ahead of it. But that was like the same thing with COVID. Like people were like, "What's really the difference after you get it?"
The strength.
I think people are just talking about it and like want to take care of it before it turns into something like COVID. So that's why it's very prevalent.
I think what
Do
we
you think it's fear mongering or whatever they call it?
fear mongering.
Yeah.
What is it?
Fear mongering.
I don't even know the word.
Mongering.
No, I think it's a real
thing.
thing, but I don't think that they're like trying to freak people out. They're just trying to get it on people's radar. Speaking of crazy reaction to things, Ray and I were walking by a store. Can I say a cookie store? Yeah, a cookie store, and I've never seen such a visceral reaction out of someone in my life. She literally acted like the store made me punch her in the face. She's like, "Oh, yeah."
I hate that focus. I
Yeah.
hate that. Oh, I can't with this cursing.
There's a viral cookie that I think is disgusting.
Yeah, I can't do it. Can I call
I
it
haven't
can I
tried
say
Say
it's
Viral
diabetes?
Cookie, but I haven't gone out of my way to try Say Viral Cookie, so I don't think.
They're just not
I
my
would.
forte. It's really just
I
a
think
lot.
it's quite literally insane that people will eat this cookie before bed. Like they'll do like your little like whatever, like your taste test before bed. You're eating one cookie that's 1,500 calories.
Or do you see like
And you're eating three
do you
of
see
them.
the cookers, the
Insane.
cutters they make for this specific cookie? Like,
No.
they make a cutter
I'm
that
disgusted by
splits
all
the
of it.
cookie.
It's like a cake.
Yeah,
It's
It is. It's
disgusting.
like little, but they
Their
have
blood sugar's like,
yeah.
That's insane. How are you not
It's a trip to the
300 pounds
dentist.
when you wake
Oh.
up?
yeah, I know.
Like, how is your like body not in a shock?
We never tried the cookies. Like no one in my family. And one time my dad was home alone for a weekend, and he drove and got them to try them by himself
had
because
them.
he was curious, but no one else wanted. Oh, you have?
I've had
I've
them.
had them too.
Oh, I haven't.
It's just straight sugar. They
It's
all
like-
taste the same too.
It's like dough and
Yeah,
dough.
they try to do a little different, like, you know, s'mores and like whatever, like, you know, they have the
Yeah,
flavors
yeah.
and shit. I'm like, this tastes like
Ooh.
sugar.
Sugar.
In your coffee
Straight
though,
sugar.
are you do you put sugar in your coffee,
No.
or you're a straight up?
Straight up, straight edge.
Straight up, straight
Yeah.
edge.
She a
Yeah.
straight edge sword. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
you want to hear mine?
Right.
My order. I hate it. You would never take a sip of this. 5 cream, 5 caramel.
I heard 5 and I'm out.
5 cream, 5 caramel, and what?
That is
and what?
nuts.
and
And
a
a
large
latte?
Dunkin'.
What?
No, and a regular iced coffee.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, it's actually sugar. I first I was not doing that because I was like, you know what, like I don't want to have that much sugar, and then I was like, I really like the sugar. Amp it up.
How, like,
I don't
but
like
how do
mine
you
too
function?
sugary.
How do I function?
Yeah.
Barely. No, just kidding. It gives me extra energy, and all of a sudden I'm
Does it?
bouncing off walls.
But then it's crashed and hard.
yeah,
Crash
then it's a
hard.
hard crash. Then
Yeah.
it's a hard crash.
See, yeah.
That's perfect. It's perfect in time for a nap.
I like
For
when it
mid-afternoon
tastes
nap.
bitter as shit. Like when it's bitter. I like when it.
It gives you a little zit.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
a
like-
little. Like a latte, like a nice vanilla latte is like just enough sweet for me, but it needs to be like a little vanilla-y,
See,
not like too much.
Yeah, I started venturing out of the latte thing though because it was too much milk, and like I feel like they're so inconsistent. Like
Yeah.
I would go to like certain coffee places and it would be like, I feel like I was like, is there
Yeah,
coffee?
no,
in
you
here?
gotta specifically go to certain
You
places.
gotta find the good spots.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Sure.
Birch has good coffee, I'll tell you that. We
Tell me
This,
that.
this
yeah.
from Paws Cafe. They always make
Ooh.
it good. Cosmic Cafe, one of my favorites too.
Cosmic brownies. Did you guys like cosmic brownies?
Loved, but my parents never bought them. But I
Never
loved
had.
them.
Same. My
Never.
mom was like, "You're not getting fucking cosmic brownies."
They said a fun fact about cosmic brownies in this office the other day, though. They said, I'm going to botch the number, but there was a big amount of Cosmo brownies in here, like maybe like 85 or something, and that they ate them all in like one day, in one sitting in the office.
Who ate them all?
That is
I mean,
rancid.
Oh,
I think
like
it was
the
Jack
whole
Mac.
office?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is
Oh, you think Jack Mac
rancid.
single-handedly did it?
No, not single-handedly Jack Mac, but he was talking about it.
Rancid.
I never had that. The closest thing I had was like a devil
Someone
dog.
was.
Did
I
you ever
love
have
devil
those?
dog.
I
What
mean,
about Twinkies?
Yodels?
gas.
I had a
Yes.
Twinkie, and it was the most underwhelming experience of my
Twinkie?
life.
I forget
I
what a
never was
Twinkie
into
is.
Twinkies.
I was never into any of that stuff.
Never
Like,
tried them.
I had like my mom put like, we had like
I never had
2 Oreo thins, like when we were going to school. Like that was like our
Was she
snacks.
like a granola mom?
Yeah, she was. But,
I
like,
get that vibe.
Yeah,
my mom was like that too.
Yeah, I love her. I don't want that to make like seem like whatever.
There's nothing wrong
yeah,
with
but
that.
She,
No.
Yeah.
There's,
My mom has, like,
I'm
3
a granola
almonds.
mom.
Yeah.
So we'd have like 2 Oreo thins like going to school, but like we like never had like the Twinkies, the Yodels, like the any of that, like dog, any whatever, any of that stuff. And then I remember like for the first time, like me and my sister were like, let's try a Twinkie, like this is gonna be so
And it was
fucking awesome. And then we like take the first bite and it's literally just like bland ass vanilla cake, and I'm
it's
like,
gross.
all
what
the
the hell?
hype, all these
Hostess
years.
with the mostest.
Yeah, give me back the Oreo thins.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Did your mom pack your lunches, you guys?
My
you were
mom
just
used to
saying.
roll up roast beef in
Yeah.
a bag
Oh, hell yeah.
and send me to school. I'm not even joking.
In a plastic bag?
Yeah. And it would taste like the plastic.
Oh my god.
I hated it.
My mom fucking
roast beef.
My mom
That's
made all
salami.
my lunches, like
God bless.
all my 4 kids, 4 lunches, all the way until I like didn't, and then I would bring lunch or buy lunch on Fridays. She would do the same thing. It was literally like a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes-
I would buy lunch too, but
Yeah.
I didn't have it all like decked out and
But
shit.
like waking up early, making your kids lunch.
No,
dedication.
my
Yeah.
parents were like freaking goats. My parents like we would have. I was a big salami fiend. Like I was like loved that. I would literally get
Salami
like, a quarter
fiend.
pound of salami just
Oh,
straight. Like that was,
can't.
and then my 2
Yeah.
Oreo thins, and I'm like da da da. My caramel coffee. Yikes.
What?
Anyway,
Caramel coffee. What age?
a lot. And all through high school. You guys weren't drinking coffee in high school?
I
Who
drink-
was making your lunch in high school? Your mom was making
My
your lunch?
mom.
For real?
Yes. Well, like not all
Yeah,
the way
mine
there.
did.
She would. Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I thought
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
thinking elementary school.
Oh.
mine was preschool to my
Yes.
senior year.
I mean, like not like.
Wait, I'm like in
The-
shock
it
right now.
wasn't,
My
like,
mom
every
was like,
time, but, like,
fuck out of here.
she
You're
bought
on your own.
the lunch meat. So lunch meats were provided at that point, like putting the salami in the
I'm
bag.
still, I'm astonished
Yeah.
right now.
Mine
that
was
you're-
like a clementine,
Yeah.
a Chobani drinkable, Doritos.
Wait, high school?
Literally in a brown paper bag, and I'd be like, "Score! I got a turkey today."
Wait, that's awesome. I'm actually really like,
No, my
That's-
my parents could have given me the kick out of the nest a little sooner with that. Like my dad, sometimes like we'd have leftover steak from the night before. All of a sudden, I'm pulling up with steak salad, arugula, raspberry vinaigrette,
So nice.
Parmesan. I'm
See,
like,
that's amazing.
eating that in class.
what would you? So you guys didn't leave during school? See, because we could leave.
I could leave. What was that called? That was called like senior option for me.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
it wouldn't be during lunch unless I had like class option lunch. But then you would have to kind of come back.
yeah. We had 40 minutes to leave.
Yeah,
and
same,
we would
same.
because we lived close.
I
Yeah,
would just
yeah,
go to
me too.
I mean, we
Starbucks.
went- yeah.
My mom would give me like $50 a week,
Yeah.
and I would literally use it on coffee.
Wow.
Shout
No,
out
I would
Matt.
I would walk
I
I would
really-
walk to town during lunch too sometimes. But like if my mom was making lunch, then I would pick
Wow.
that one.
And I drove
That's
a
crazy.
fucking 1999 Chevy
Yeah,
Suburban.
I saw that in
was-
your video.
Yeah.
That's
That looks like
crazy.
a legit
Was that your first car?
Subway sub. Yes. And it had like a VC. It was my childhood car. So like
That's
we would
awesome.
It had
I think those are
300,000
dope.
miles.
Yeah.
It had 300,000
dope.
miles on it.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
like a TV.
Tony Soprano
Yes,
type shit.
Let me show you a picture. It looks like,
Like-
a Subway.
Like if I saw someone in high school like pulling up with those, like I was like, get me
I
in
would've
that
thought
car.
you were the
Get
shit.
me in that car.
Except the
Yeah.
speaker
Either
was
like
thinking
what
about the
drugs are you
carpooling.
dealing
Yeah.
or
the speaker was like.
Guys,
It
did,
was
that's
so-
do people
crazy.
in your high school ever?
That's literally the Tony Soprano car.
I know. Look.
Good for you,
Hell
Jersey
yeah.
girl.
I would have to
And
park
her little
that.
blonde head, she's like sticking out. She's
Literally.
like, who wants that?
I would show up once again late at 82 late to my senior year of
Classic.
school.
I had the same.
And
They definitely knew that.
And it ended
that carpool
March.
note.
yeah,
like,
we
I-
could have guessed
82
that one.
like 82 lates, and that was before like COVID hit. So like I didn't even finish out the year. What do you think I would have finished
Wow.
with?
My first car was a 1987 Mercedes.
Wow.
It was my
Must be
nana's.
nice.
No, it would must be nice. The thing was
Oh.
fucking running on like
but
fumes.
1987.
It was.
You hear that?
I'll send a picture, but
Yeah.
it was. It died
Yeah.
when I was on the highway, the LIE, and I was revving it, and then at 20 miles an hour, all of a sudden it went. Voof.
Oh.
I'm like in the middle of a
Terrifying.
4-lane
That's
highway
terrifying.
with all my friends.
That's
I'm like, no,
terrifying.
what just happened?
Yeah, no.
So then we kept going at 60. Roof.
Oh.
Stalled right out
Oh
on
my
the highway.
Did you have to be like?
No, yeah.
What?
No,
Like,
I put my hazards on.
like
and I
the
was like-
cars they would put us in, like, and my dad would never believe me. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm driving around, like the circle, like a roundabout. Like I'm turning the wheel locks. It's like, ding! I'm like, ah!
Oh, like the power
And then
steering.
I
yes.
hate the
Yeah.
lock.
And I tell my dad that he's
Yeah.
like, no chance. He's like,
Yeah.
not a chance.
Yeah.
The sunroof. I opened it, never closed again. And he
That was
said,
the same with
he
mine.
said to never open it, and I opened it because I thought it would.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I had me and my sisters drove
so funny.
a 2003 Infinity.
God bless.
And so it was this
Okay.
but it was like the little cars. So it was like,
Okay.
but like everyone in my high school would like pull up and like they have like,
Oh,
it was
me
literally
too.
like Jeep, Porsche,
Yeah, Long
BMW,
Island,
yeah,
regulars,
Range Rover, and
yeah.
then it's this crusty white 2003 Infinity. But like we would keep that, like my sister would get so mad because I'd like blare the music in the morning
Yeah.
because like I needed to get hype.
Yeah.
But she's like, we're pulling up in a car that's smoking out the back, Kelly, and it literally rumbles louder outside the car. Like, can
It's
we
like
not?
those cars with the bass. It's like,
Can we not be blasting Fight Song by Rachel Platten right now?
It sounds like when it like when it sparks out the back, like
yeah. It's like,
No, one time my sister's driving. There's so many stories I have of this car. We called it the Marshmallow, but then it got shortened to the Mellow. It was this whole thing.
I love it.
And one time my sister is driving it, and she got the honor of taking this to college when she went to Providence, and she's driving in front of cemetery. The whole hood flames. Like
What?
smoke
In front
starts
of
to
a
go up
cemetery?
right in front of a cemetery. And like my older sister, like she has that kind of luck where it just like doesn't pan out for her. Like
Damn,
you
that
want it
is-
to.
She's like,
I'd never
"Damn it."
drive again.
Yeah, and then like no, but we kept the car around. Like we just kept fixing it because it was like we
Oh.
owned it, so we just like kept fixing it.
Wait,
I'm
did
like,
you have it in
doing the-
college?
I never drove it. I ended up driving my grandpa's other like 2005
Equivalent. It looked
Honda
like a
Accord.
booger. Looked like a booger.
It looked like a booger. And one time Maddie put cheese on it, and then I didn't take the cheese off on my
Forgot about
windshield, and
that.
it was like melted cheese on my windshield, and like anyway.
Was that
God,
a thing that
that
you
is
guys did in high school? Like people
rancid.
used to cheese my car.
Oh my God.
People used to cheese cars in my high school.
No, they would write like cock and balls if my car was dirty on the back. That's about
Because
it.
I think one of the worst place to get in a car accident is your high school parking lot.
I've seen it.
At
It's
like
actually
leaving
atrocious.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
My fucking sister.
So panicked all the time.
You did that? No. My sister Sabrina literally parked in a parking spot with a telephone pole in front of it, but with like not a telephone pole. It was like like a what's it called, a street light.
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
had a big cement base, and she was like kind of in front of it, but you couldn't see it over the hood.
Okay.
He's like, "Let me pull out of the parking lot."
Oh no.
Right
Right
into
into it.
literally, and it
Damn.
totaled the car.
Damn.
Literally totaled the
Wow.
car.
That's crazy.
That's insane that totaled the car. One time in the Marshmallow, my sister. Also, by the way, the reason I keep saying my sister drove because I didn't get my license until I was 22.
Yeah, she
I
failed her
failed my
driver's
road test
test.
5 times. 5.
Damn.
And I'm like not even
Do
being
you think you should have
dramatic.
driving?
Like probably not.
She's not
I'm never the first one to
She
drive.
is driving a car with her is it's
I
miraculous.
think I would like if we're past 18 and you can't pass. I think I'm gonna hold off.
I know. I was.
One time we're in the left lane. Remember we're on our way to Gillette and we're in the left lane and we're literally like, she's like cruising 75. It's like, woo, nice. And then like she starts talking, telling story. We're going
Oh,
down.
no.
It starts
No.
going down to 40. and then I'm like, Kelly, people are passing
Not
by.
good.
Then she revs back up, starts telling a story.
She's
back
like
down to
she
50.
doesn't even know she's driving.
No.
No, it's bad. Or like I have this weird
running
thing
on
where, like,
vibes.
when we are driving and like there's an exit, like I felt really bad because I literally offered to take Maddie to Gillette. I'm like, we could have like changed it or something. And I'm like, no, like I'll drive. Every exit, I just like feel the need I have to go off of. So like we had to reroute like so many times because it was like
Imagine me. I'm like, Kelly.
Wait, so you're just winging it?
No, like
Here's
she-
an exit. Probably should go down this one.
I think I
Let's get off.
Or I would tell her what it was, expecting that she would know it, but I know she doesn't know it, and then she just like went off onto it, and then I'd be like, "We gotta loop around." You know when you get off and on.
Oh,
and
I
back?
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know what? This has become an arc because at first I was very defensive about this, and I was like, I am a good driver. Like I just get nervous. But now I'm
Just
like,
accept your
it's
fate.
okay if that's not
Yeah.
my. It's okay
You know
if
who
that's
doesn't
my
drive?
fault.
Kitsy.
Oh, wow.
She's not a driver.
She does not drive. She has not driven.
Yeah.
She actually passed her road test failed it in my car. One or the other. Passed or failed.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. I let her take the road.
Hey, yeah, I had the mellow
I
with
think
me
she
when
has
I
a-
was.
I think
failing all
one
those.
of the smartest things you can do if you have a lot of money is to, and like you're an adult, is to get a driver. Like, and if you don't want to drive, like the people who get DUIs when they're like Justin Timberlake, why isn't someone picking up from the bar and driving?
like
you?
Oh
insane
yeah,
to
that's
me.
insane.
All the money in the world,
Yeah.
and you're choosing
Yeah.
to get in the car.
Just
It's for a second. It
Get a
took me a
driver.
moment to think of like what you meant by like who has like a lot of money.
That's
but that
so
is such
crazy.
an. I never even thought
Yeah,
about
like,
that.
you
What
s-
an idiot.
It's also a dream, like the driver, and like they can pick you up and they can take you there. They can take your kids, or like it's all you also if you have enough money to pay them, like it's
Yeah,
a great
yeah.
gig.
Yeah, that's so weird to me.
It's so weird to me that
Stupid ass.
thinking about him. Yeah.
Morons.
Idiot.
Stupid-ass
And you
idiots.
right before he got into that accident, like that was one of the we got invited to go to Justin Timberlake backstage. They wanted like Maddie to go up on stage.
No
with,
way.
Yes.
Wait,
And then he got
and
the
then he got arrested.
JT again. JT again.
Then he got the GWI, and I was like, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Bye, bye, bye.
Can you imagine? He kind of looks a little whacked out. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Do you think he still has a perm? I haven't seen a picture of him.
Did he get a perm?
I thought he had a perm.
No, I don't
Throughout,
know.
or
I
is
think
he just
I
curly?
think he has
I
curly.
think he has
hair.
curly hair. And Kelly's like, and he has a perm now.
Just throwing out false
Just
shit.
lying,
Fuck
yeah.
'em.
Confidently.
DUI.
So Marshmallow, mine was Black Beauty.
Mine was 1987 Mercedes.
Hell
So you
yeah.
didn't name it?
Oh, what did I name it?
Swag.
That's what I
Very
was saying.
swag.
Marshmallow, Black Beauty, and
Oh, I forget.
Black Beauty had to go to the yard. Like she died, and
We
it was so
sold-
sad. My
I
dad
don't
like
know. I
sat
don't
in
remember.
her and was like,
Wow.
Oh, that sounds.
That's
what she
sad.
said.
That's
with the,
really sad.
with the plexiglass drilled into the sunroof because
Oh my god.
yes,
Oh my.
he literally
That
had to
is ghetto
drill
as shit.
plexiglass into the sunroof. And you know how sunroofs are tinted?
Wait, guys, why did they do this? Though? Like, why do we hold on?
No,
to
literally,
these,
my
like-
mom's the same way.
Well, it was so stupid to get it. I mean,
Yeah.
that was the only solution for the sunroof. It
Right.
was either that or a trash bag that would pour in on me.
No,
Whoa.
please no.
So you know how sunroofs are like tinted
Yeah.
usually because the
Yeah.
sun. Mine was glass. So I'm driving. I'm like, ah, burning a hole through my cornea.
No.
It was terrible. All right, F all that car talk. Let's
Car
get
talk.
stumped,
Let's
people.
get stumped up.
Let's do it.
Stomp up
This
the
is my favorite
jam.
part of the
Stomp
day.
it up.
Stomp it up. Get the party pumping.
You know what? Before we get
That's my
stumped,
mom's favorite.
I used to have a second account that was called Pump Up the Gym.
Yeah.
I got logged out of it.
I miss gym
Love that.
sometimes. Sometimes I catch myself saying gym, and then I'm like, or yesterday, the other day, remember Sia Bates? I said that the
So
other day,
many
and then I was like,
phrases.
I don't
Well, the
think I was
real
following you
gyms are
when,
like-
you would talk about gyms.
yeah.
I would be like, hey, Jim.
hey,
I know it was your
Well,
thing.
the
but-
real OG gyms will still be like, Jim, I love you. And I'm like,
Yes,
I
yeah.
love you, Jim.
Or when they still say like, yo, can you hit the gym jig? I'm like, you know about that?
You know about that Jim jig?
You know
What?
that
Jim
one
jig.
meme with Jake Shane? It's like, you know my stuff? Didn't you say that yesterday?
All right, sorry. Stump
Get
it
stumped.
All right. Would you rather publish to the world your entire camera roll or all of your text messages?
out. Oh, God.
Camera roll.
Oh, my
Camera
God.
roll. Have to.
Instantly.
Camera roll.
My text messages would.
Whoa. Whoa. I'd be out.
If,
People would want me dead.
I would run to the embassy. I would have to run to the embassy.
Yeah, nah, I'd be clipped.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, 100%.
100%.
Clips, cut, chucked.
Yeah, that's it.
Chuck
That's a
to the-
wrap for me.
Yeah.
We'd be thrown in jail.
I think like it's not even that like what I'm saying is like that mean. I think that like some people like might like be like put her in like study
I'll
her
put her
brain.
in a home.
Study
Some-
her
Was this
brain. Like,
outgoing and receiving text? Because that also is, it's like
The whole
the
thing.
The thing that people say sometimes you can control.
No, it's
So,
all me.
I think
I know exactly who I am.
yeah. I have a joint iCloud, so like there's nothing
Yeah,
in my
there's
camera roll that is gonna
No,
be
my
turning
camera roll's
heads.
scary too.
Ugh.
I come with receipts, so
With
I have.
receipts.
Except if it's my Apple camera roll, I low key I have more of my Google Photos than my Apple.
Excuse me?
Hey, you don't have Google Photo? Google.
That's a little creepy.
Okay.
Google Photos.
No,
What are you
Google
keeping
Photos-
in
no,
Google
'cause
Photos?
it clears
Because I
up
have like
space.
1 terabyte of storage on Google Photos.
Oh, it's to like get it.
Yeah,
off the
yeah. So
thing?
you can like free up
Oh,
space.
Wait,
and
that's a
then-
great idea.
It is. It
Yeah.
frees up a lot. Yeah, I do it all the time. I'll like free up space and then I like delete like 4,000 photos.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like a little hard drive.
All right, so clearly text. Or,
No,
Photos.
camera roll. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
sorry.
Don't even speak that into existence.
If you went to 100 days of a grueling cooking boot camp, could you beat Bobby Flay?
No, I
hate
couldn't.
cooking. I hate cooking.
Definitely not.
I don't think I have the sense. I feel like you need a sense for like all of like the
It's a
flavors.
talent.
You
It's a
know.
talent.
I don't know if I pay attention to
100 days is a
detail.
long time.
It's a long
Yeah.
ass time.
Maybe I'll say sure
Yeah.
because if I can learn how to practice and
Not
get
gonna limit
master my
yourself.
craft.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And if you work on one meal for the 100 days, I feel like
Sounds like
you
misery.
could really
I
lock
feel like
in.
if I mastered chili more than I mastered it, I mean that would be the best chili. On
I don't
earth.
even understand how the chili could get better from
I
where
know.
we're at, but
And the closest to me know I got cooking classes for Christmas.
picture literally you're on the Bobby Flay, like beat Bobby Flay, and then he's like, "All right, Moobie, what do you want to make?" And you're like, "Chili."
Did you just say beat Bobby Flay?
Bobby Flay. Bobby Flay?
Did you just say beat Bobby Flay?
It's not Flay.
It's Flay. You just said fillet.
Bobby
like a steak.
Flay.
Be Bobby Flay.
Bobby
Steak Flay.
Wait, I thought that was the whole bit. I thought that was like
Mr.
his
Fillet.
stage name. It's
Oh.
like Fillet. Like
That's crazy.
It's Bobby.
Loki, he should do that.
I
No.
think. Write him a letter.
Wow. I think I could beat Bobby Flay, but not Fillet, because that guy sounds like a bad dude.
Bobby
Bobby
Fillet.
Fillet. All right. Well, oops. Dang it.
My nails
See?
are carnage.
There, and I don't think I
Yeah,
paid attention
you are
to detail
going to
enough.
town.
I
I'm
know.
watching you the entire time.
I'm literally sorry. I can't clean
Residue
it up.
everywhere.
I can't. My nails can't hold polish anymore. It's fucked
I
up.
know.
They're
Mine
so weak.
either. Mine are weak.
I'm gonna go bare for a little.
I'm just gonna rip them off and start now.
Wait, what I was gonna say one more.
whole
Oh yeah, I
nail.
got cooking classes, and one of the options was like a 6-week boot camp. And I said no fucking way.
Like, I want to learn how to cook. I just don't think I'll ever get to that status of connoisseur.
I'm just gonna
savant.
I would take it as my whole thing. I'm taking it as a joke, and then it bites you in the ass. All right, next
know.
question.
Are you a liar?
No.
Period.
No.
Period.
I'm like, I have lied.
I have, but it's hard for me to lie. I'm too honest.
Yeah.
Too honest.
I piss people
It
off.
depends
'cause
on
I'm
who
too
I'm lying
honest.
to, I guess, and they're mainly white.
Have you ever lied to us?
Mhm.
No.
Why'd you look away?
I'm like, no.
One
No,
You
I
time-
look to the
never
left.
have.
You're a liar.
One time when we were
Liar.
out, I lied to Maddie, and that was like our first like actual
You fought?
thought. It wasn't a fight because she was very understanding.
It was crazy.
She was very
Ooh.
kind, but I
Kelly.
did. I lied out. I had gin that night, so I don't touch gin anymore.
The two times she had
See?
gin, she's
Spirits.
in
Yeah.
a bad man.
Place, bad spirits.
What
But,
happened?
basically, like to sum it up, like we were having some problems with girls at school,
Okay.
and went over to Say Girls at school across the way. Like they were hanging out with some guys we knew, and was hanging out with Say Girls, and like it wasn't like a straight up lie, but it was like a dramatized. Basically, I said that they were meaner to me than they were, but like to a drastic stance.
It
of
was
that
like-
scale.
And then like we
Okay.
came
Yeah.
home. It's kind of hard because we could get into it on a whole nother episode. But
So
it
what
was,
did you say?
So then the next
Or can you
morning,
say it? Is
so
that-
the next morning I went to we can talk about it at some point, but like probably not yet.
Okay, good. Leave it.
But anyway, basically I went to Maddie like the next morning and we were talking about it, and I was like, no, like that's not true. Like that's
Well,
not
I
true.
came up to her the
Yeah.
next morning. And I was like,
Gotcha.
"Do you remember what you said to me?
Yeah.
Like, can we
Gotcha.
talk about
and then
it?"
we talked about it. And
Because
then,
we got home from the bar basically, and we like had this like deep talk, and it was like really intense, and I was crying, and I was like, "This is like what? Like this came out of
Yeah.
nowhere." Then I woke up the next morning and was like, "Can we talk about what happened?" And she was like, "That's all a lie." I
Yeah.
was like, "What?"
it was insane. I don't know like
well, that's
How
great.
She
that
also
happened,
woke
but-
up the next morning and was like, "Mom, I did something bad. I lied, and I don't know why I did it."
yeah, I literally was like freaking
Aw.
out. I was like so beside myself too, especially because like
Aw.
we don't fight, and like we were so honest, and she's
Yeah.
so accepting. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't know what
I was
took over
relieved.
me
It was,
that
a, it
set.
was a moment.
It was a moment,
And it wasn't you.
learned.
No, and
you know,
anything I was relieved. I was like, "Thank God,"
Yeah.
because it was
Yeah.
the most insane.
and honestly,
Well.
like I think it's embarrassing. Like I almost didn't just say it right now, but I'm like, but that's the truth. And sometimes you mess up as a friend, and it's okay.
And that's
Because-
us to owning our slut.
Yeah.
exactly.
We own who we are, and we stay true to who we are, and we know who we are. So when
Mhm.
we act out of line, it's a little.
Our friends can call us out, and we can call ourselves out.
I'll be calling you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
out
So
if
not
anything.
liars,
Call
though.
me
Yeah.
out, please.
Overall, not
a
liars.
liar, no.
But Jin's involved.
Done. And that is episode 2 of In the Slot. And we love you, slots.
Yes.
And you're
Love you,
amazing.
Slot.
And there's a lot more to come.
Yep.
Yay.
we're so
Stay
excited.
tuned for next week. Maybe
Stay
it's our
tuned
first
for
guest.
Nola.
We love you. Bye. Slots.
Slots.